Hi guys, good afternoon. Trying to get on here before now, but it's been a crazy morning. Jackson got, he was at gym and he was sitting next to the floor, or sitting on the floor next to the wall in gym. And I guess some kid kicked a basketball and hit him in the face, bumped his head. It was a disaster. So anyway, and then my car has been trying to do some update and it's just taken me a while to jump on here, but I was trying to get on before the light gets bad, because y'all know the light gets bad in here, to talk about eyeshadow palettes, because this is the deal of our 12 days of Christmas is our eyeshadow palettes. Hi, Miss Kathy. I know you love your eyeshadow palette. So I just thought we would talk about that while we put on a little makeup. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm doing 12 days of Christmas. Some of your favorite products, things that y'all told me you wanted to see on sale. So we've already covered spray foundation and Epic 4D mascara. So today we're going to talk about eyeshadow palettes. And these are the palettes that come with colors already in them. So you don't have to pick out any colors. We just, oh good, Kim got her new palette. You just pick, kind of the general type you want, like a cool palette, cool colors, warm colors, a pink hues, silver, whatever it is, and I can help you with that. And then you've got 7 colors at your fingertips. So lights and darks, mattes and shimmers, like everything you could want for any look. So I love, it's probably my favorite, simply because I know all the colors go together, everything, everything I need for day to night looks, like all of that is in one palette. So hi, Teresa. So I am starting off, this is our stick foundation. So my skin gets a little dry in the winter, and our stick foundation is definitely for drier skin. It has full coverage, as you can see, but it stays a little dewy on. I will likely still put a little setting powder on top, because y'all know I like my matte look. The beauty of the stick though is you can actually still use it for concealer. You could go a couple shades lighter and use it for highlight. You can go darker and use it for contour. It's got all kinds of benefits. So something to think about. And you can get foundation right now in our general monthly special. So I'm doing 12 days of Christmas. That's just kind of something I'm doing in my group. But Unique as a company, we have a monthly special every month. And foundation is in it this month. Foundation with a mascara and a lipstick. I mean, who doesn't need a mascara and a lipstick? So highly recommend. I can help you guys with any colors. So just let me know if you need some assistance with getting your foundation matched. So back to eyeshadow palette. Let's talk about that. So first and foremost, I do not ever put on eyeshadow. Oh no, Kim, her screen froze. Hopefully it'll come right back. But I never put on eyeshadow without using eye primer. Now, y'all, I know I used to think primer was an upsell idea, that it was going, people just say you need it and you really don't, and it is simply not true. Your face needs it because you need to fill those fine lines. You need to help shrink your pores, especially for those of us getting older. I mean, maybe I didn't need it in my 20s, but I need it now. Oh, good. And then eye primer. Y'all, nothing makes your eye color pop like eye primer. If you like just kind of a muted color, if you don't mind if it creases at the end of the day, if you don't mind looking in the mirror and your color's gone, then you don't need eye primer. But I can't stand that. Y'all, I work, I'm traveling 12 hours a day. I don't want to get to the airport bathroom and look in the mirror and my makeup's gone. That is not okay with me. So I can't say enough how much you need eye primer. So I don't get that forceful that often, but you're gonna need some eye primer. So having said that, we now have 7 palettes. So I am going to demonstrate today palette 6. It's one of my favorites. You'll see me push this a lot because I wear it a ton. I never, ever would have thought I'd be like a red eyeshadow girl, but y'all, I love it. Yeah, I never reapply my eyeshadow. Miss Kathy's agreeing with me on the eye primer. So we're going to talk about palette 6, but just to give you kind of a general idea, palette 1, gorgeous, gorgeous tans and peaches. So super neutral, great with any eye color, just great tans. And we've got, you know, a couple mattes, couple shimmers, highlight, again, everything you need. I love palette 1. My second favorite palette 2. It's more of a silver. So again, it's fairly neutral, but it's a silver theme with the colors. And you'll see there's some darks in here. So that makes a great smoky eye. Or you can even use that with a really thin brush. And when I say thin brush, let me show you what I'm talking about. Here it is. Something like this, like super duper thin, so that you could use one of these dark colors. Whoops, I can't draw straight. But use it as eyeliner, you know, right on. So you have great options for colors in that. So that's palette 2. Let's see, palette 3 is another kind of light pink and purples. I think palette 3 is definitely more of warm colors. A lot of my customers love palette 3. Again, you've got colors for eyeliner, you've got colors for highlight, you've got shimmers, you've got mattes, all kinds in there. So those are 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3 are really ones I consider to be the most neutral, you know, with just a hint of color. So some of you who, you know, don't want to get all crazy yet with your eyeshadow, it's a great option. Okay, and then palette 4, 5, and 6 is where you get more into a little color. So here is 4. Again, fairly neutral because you've got some golds and browns, but you can pep it up a little bit with some blues. And this is an absolute gorgeous blue. Pretty subtle. You don't have to do, you know, anything crazy. It doesn't have to be like an 80s look, although I personally love an 80s look. Oh, good. Kim's telling me she's going to try out palette 6. So that was 4, has the browns and blues. Now 5 gets a little crazy. So these are gorgeous colors. You know, the silver, gold, brown, some darker purple, and then same as these like kind of reddish. And I don't wear this one a ton, but y'all, you'll be surprised at how pretty it is. And I have a client who swears by this. She said her eyeshadow looks like the sunrise, and gorgeous, gorgeous. So I could do some different looks. You know, let me know if you want to see that. But again, another gorgeous color. And then of course, number 6. And this is the one we're going to talk about today. Now we did come out during Black Friday with a number 7. And by the way, you do want to let your primer dry just a few minutes. So that worked out well while we were chatting. So don't just go immediately and put on your eyeshadow. So I'm going to do a look that I do often, actually, to kind of show you how to use these colors. I'm going to start with a darker red. And again, that's what I love about this palette, is that it gives me a lot of color choices all in one thing. And I don't do it, but I always say, like, you could throw this in your purse. Like if you were, let's say you're going to work and then you have a work function after and you want a little more color, you know, you want to go maybe with a smoky eye or something like that. Just throw this palette and a brush in your purse and you've got everything you need to go to transition from a day to a nighttime look, all in one place. So all I'm doing is I use this round crease brush to apply that just right on the inside of the crease. And then I'm going to put a little bit along the lash line as well. Just on the inside corner. I'm not taking it all the way across. Okay? Just on the inside corner. So in addition to eye primer, the other thing you're going to need to have is some good brushes, because you can't blend if you don't have the right brush to blend it. You know, what I'm using is something with a little bit stiffer bristles so that it can hold the color and actually, you know, disperse it. That's what I'm doing, is I'm just kind of distributing the color around such that it just kind of fades into my skin. You know, it's not a harsh line of, oh, here's where my color stops. You don't ever want that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this kind of light brown Enthralled, and I'm going to go along the entire crease just to give a little definition. There. And you see this is a light color, so it's not going to require a ton of blending. But just get that little bit of definition the entire width of the crease, okay? And you know, honestly, you could stop there. You could keep going. That's, again, the beauty of this. So now I'm a little torn because I sometimes like to do this pink, which is gorgeous, gorgeous, impressive, like right here. But then the other thing that's really gorgeous is using your highlight color right here. So I think I'm gonna do that because it really, to have the lighter color right at your lash line really brightens your eyes and just, you know, helps you look awake, helps you just kind of look like you've got a little more spunk, which is good. And I'm just filling in right beneath where that other eyeshadow was. And you can see, like, if this were just going on without the eye primer, it would not be nearly as vibrant. So I can do it on my hand. Well, I shouldn't have done it right on top of where I put the eyeliner. But see, I mean, it's still pretty, but it's not gonna pop. It's not gonna pop without that eye primer. So, okay. So again, I kind of like just doing that lighter color here. You could use the pink instead. And then here's another tip I just learned. Hi, Susie. Is taking just a little bit of that highlighter color and put it right on your inside corner of your eye. It's just gonna open your eye, especially if you've got small or closer set eyes. Just adding that little bit of highlight there is going to make your eyes look bigger and shiny, like pop more, not shiny. All right, and then I'm gonna use that same color just right under the brow to provide a little highlight. And as I said, you don't have to use as many colors. You can just use a couple if you want, you know, totally up to you. And then I like to take my big fluffy brush, this is our blending brush, and just go along the whole thing. Just make sure you bring it all together very nicely. Now, if you put on too much color, that's another time that the blending brush comes in handy to really tone it down. If you tone it down more than you really wanted, like, you know, I kind of wanted that little bit of brightness right on my lash line, then just go and put that right back on. So I can help with any combos on any of these, you know, so we just need to figure out like the base color. You know, are you more of a pink? Are you more blue, more neutral? You know, how vibrant do you want it? And we can pick a palette to suit you. And like I said, you could even use, you know, I did that before where I use like let's do this, okay. I was gonna use eyeliner, but I'm talking to myself as we go. I'm gonna use these colors as my eyeliner too. Again, you're gonna need the right brush. You're gonna need a really thin brush that you can draw, you know, basically a line. And I'm using the darker brown, and I'm just going along my lash line right under there, right? And then also on the top. Now, I don't always do the liner on the top, especially if I want, you know, kind of that brightness to pop. Because once you get your Epic mascara on, it's going to provide, you know, enough of a liner look that you don't necessarily need a separate one. So again, this is not hard. I'm just taking, okay, Kim, I'll get right to that powder. But I'm just taking this and doing a simple, thin line along the lash line, okay? And then same thing underneath. Now, one of the things I like to do with when I'm using these colors for for eyeliner is then to actually take a little bit of color too and put it under there. And it just really brings the whole look together. You know, I've got that red up top. So I'm bringing that dark red on bottom too. It's pretty subtle with the brown, you know, it's not like jumping out at you. But I feel like it brings the look together. Okay, so Kim, my friend Kim's asking me what setting powder I used yesterday. And it was our SPF setting powder. So this is awesome. So it's got a little opening in there, and that's how the powder comes out. So you pump it to get it, and then just rub it. Now, what I like about this, couple things, you know, because I do like a matte look. So I like to go over my foundation with a little bit of powder. We have our translucent setting powder, which is also pretty darn awesome. But this one actually has SPF in it, which is great. So we have a SPF veil. It's not actually in our products right now. Something that I hope they're working on. It'd be nice just to have it in there. But this is also an SPF 25 that you put on over. It's a great setting powder. It's going to keep your makeup on all day, but also provides that little bit of SPF. It comes in 3 colors, light, medium, and dark. And I recommend the light to most people because it is pretty dark in general. So I bought, I love it. I bought the medium first because I'm usually, you know, kind of a medium gal, but it was too dark. So I would recommend the light. But yes, I am a big fan of that setting powder. It took me a while to figure out how to use it with the pump. I never have bought like really high-end makeup like Chanel and, you know, I don't do that. Hi, Beth. But I'm told that they have, you know, like some of the products that we've come out with recently, like lip powder and stick powder, like that setting powder, are things that maybe were inspired, or at least they compete with some of the higher end brands that have products like that. So again, not something I would have expected because I've never seen powder in a stick and have it come through the brush, but it works great. Took me a while to figure out how to do that pump thing though. Like at first I kept being like, well, I can't tell if it's going on. But then once you kind of get the hang of it, you figure it out. Okay. So now we are going with Epic Mascara. This is the anniversary edition, so it's just the packaging is a little snazzy. Same product on the inside though. I love our Epic because it curls, lengthens. I don't even have to wiggle and roll like I do with the 4D. Love the 4D too, but this is just a little bit simpler, which works well for me. And again, you can get this in the Kudos this month with a foundation and a lipstick. So some of my favorite products. So that was just 2 coats, and look at those lashes. Awesome, awesome. This is the black, the regular black Epic Mascara. It also comes in brown, and it comes in a black waterproof version. So a few options. And yes, when you go to buy your Kudos this month, you can get any of those types, including the 4D. So you can get any foundation except spray. So you can get the stick, you can get the powder, or the liquid. And then any mascara, and then any lip product. And that includes like lip stain, lip gloss, liquid lipstick, any of those. So you can go to my website and check it out, or just comment below and I can help you place the order. Super easy. If you are interested in my 12-day of Christmas special sale, now that's just one I'm offering. You won't see it on the website, so that does have to be ordered through me. So just comment palette below and I will chat you up about that. Any of the palettes, any of the 7 we talked about today on sale. Okay, so we have done quite a bit of chatting. I need to wrap it up. I'm sure you guys do too. Little brow pencil. I can't believe what a difference the brow pencil makes. If you've never used a brow pencil, I highly recommend. It wasn't something on my radar either, but I had a friend tell me that she doesn't leave the house without doing her brows. And I was like, what? I never did my brows. But of course now, I can't leave the house without having them done. I love that our brow pencil has a little spoolie thing on the end to blend that. Blending is the name of the game. Okay, so just a lipstick. Like I said, you can get any of the lipsticks right now. Our long wearing liquid lipstick or lip stain, you can get either of those. Or just our, you know, I just got one I love and I can't find it already. But I am gonna go, this is Ambitious. It is a gorgeous berry color. I figure it will match my sweater. So yeah, any lip product also. All right, guys, well, that is it. I hope you have a great day. I likely won't be on tomorrow because Jackson has basketball and then Nolan has basketball. So it'll be all day at basketball. So, but be looking for the specials. 12 Days of Christmas in my VIP group. If you're not in there, comment VIP below and I will add you. Otherwise, have a great day. Have a great weekend and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.